In the world of motorsport, there are leaders who inspire, drive, change, and create history. One of those leaders is Eddie Jordan, a man whose charisma, vision, and determination made him one of the most beloved and successful team principals in Formula One. His legacy extends far beyond his days at the helm of a team in the sport's pinnacle. Eddie Jordan's story is one of bold decisions and unwavering passion for motorsport. He built a team from scratch, nurtured talent, and led that team through some of the most exciting and challenging years of Formula One. But what made Eddie Jordan a truly successful team principal? To understand his impact, we must first dive into his journey, explore his management style, and look at the lasting legacy left on the world of Formula One. Born in 1948 in Dublin, Ireland, Eddie Jordan's love for motorsport began at a young age that valued hard work and perseverance. Eddie's natural curiosity and competitive spirit pushed him towards a world of racing. His initial interest was in the mechanics of cars, but it didn't take long before he became fascinated with driving them as well. As a teenager, he dreamed of making it to the world of motorsport, and he quickly got his first taste of competitive racing. Eddie's first steps in motorsport were in Formula Ford, a popular entry-level category where many F1 drivers have started their careers. He spent years racing in Formula Ford, gradually climbing the ranks and making a name for himself as an aggressive and fearless driver. While he wasn't as successful in terms of championships and as some of his contemporaries, his raw talent and determination were undeniable. His career as a driver saw him compete in various other categories including Formula 3, but despite his considerable potential, he was never able to break through to Formula 1 as a driver. However, his time behind the wheel would not go to waste. Eddie Jordan's time in the driver's seat gave him invaluable insights to the inner workings of motorsport, and it laid the foundations for the skills he would later bring to his role as a team principal. He understood the challenges drivers faced, the importance of team cohesion, and the need for creativity in the pursuit of victory. It was his time as a driver that helped him realize that his true calling might lie not in racing, but in managing teams. With that realization, Eddie Jordan transitioned from the cockpit to the boardroom, making one of the most significant and defining moves of his career. In 1991, after years of working in the racing industry, Eddie Jordan founded his Formula One team, Jordan Grand Prix. With no major backing from wealthy sponsors, Jordan set out and create a team that would compete at the highest level of motorsport. But what he lacked was resources. He made up for it in passion, ambition, and willingness to take risks. Jordan Grand Prix's entry into Formula One was a testament to Eddie Jordan's relentless drive and vision. With only a modest budget, the team's early years were challenging, but Eddie's ability to rally his staff and his infectious energy made the team an exciting presence on the grid. Jordan's primary focus was to build a team that could be competitive against a sport's established giants, even if that meant doing things a little differently. Jordan Grand Prix's first major achievement came in 1994, just 3 years after the team's inception. The Belgian Grand Prix that year became a milestone for the team when Michael Schumacher, a young rising star, finished on the podium in a Jordan car. This was no ordinary podium finish. It was a game changer for the team, showing that with the right leadership and the right team, even the smallest teams could achieve remarkable things in the sport. The success of podium wasn't just about the result, it was about what it represented. It showed that Eddie Jordan had the ability to build a team from scratch and make it competitive in one of the toughest sporting environments in the world. His bold decision to bring in young talented drivers and his willingness to innovate set the tone for the team's future success. The 1994 Belgian Grand Prix was a moment of validation for Eddie's philosophy. With the right mix of passion, innovation, and teamwork, anything was possible. What truly made Eddie Jordan stand out as a team principal was his distinctive management style. Unlike many of his contemporaries in the F1 paddock, Eddie wasn't a distant corporate figurehead. He was a hands-on leader who was always involved in every aspect of his team. He would frequently be found in the garage, speaking directly with engineers, checking in with his drivers, and making sure that every part of the team's operations were running smoothly. Eddie's approach to leadership wasn't just about technical knowledge, it was about building a family within the team. He fostered a sense of loyalty and camaraderie among his staff, and his approachable, charismatic personality made him beloved by the people who worked with him. He was known for creating a positive, vibrant team culture that encouraged creativity and enthusiasm. His leadership style was one of empowerment. Eddie trusted his people and gave him the autonomy to make decisions and take risks. He was confident in his team's abilities, and that trust was often reciprocated. Drivers and engineers alike were drawn to Jordan Grand Prix because of the culture Eddie had cultivated, one that celebrated talent, hard work, and innovation. One of Eddie's biggest strengths as a team principal was his ability to identify a mature young talent. He was known for picking up drivers who showed potential, were overlooked by the larger, wealthier teams. One such example was Ralf Schumacher, who joined Jordan Grand Prix in 1997 and quickly demonstrated his skills on the track. Ralph's success with Jordan helped solidify the team's reputation as a platform for rising stars. Another key driver who benefited from Eddie's belief in his potential was Jarno Trulli. Trulli was often seen as an underdog in Formula One, but Eddie Jordan saw something special in him. His performances with Jordan proved Eddie right and showcased the team's ability to give drivers a chance to shine when others had overlooked him. Eddie's willingness to take risks and invest in young talents paid off under his leadership. Under his leadership, Jordan Grand Prix had several successful seasons, and the team became a mainstay in the competitive midfield of Formula One. But success wasn't just about picking the right drivers, it was also about building competitive cars. The team's technical staff was able to produce cars that could challenge for points, podiums, and victories, even when the team's budget was a fraction of that of the larger manufacturers. In 1998, Eddie Jordan and his team experienced one of the greatest successes. The team achieved its first Formula One victory at the Belgian Grand Prix thanks to the efforts of Damon Hill, a former world champion who joined the team the previous year. The victory was a historic moment for Jordan's Grand Prix and for Eddie himself. It was a tangible validation of the team's philosophy and the result of years of hard work and determination. Damon's Hill victory was an emotional moment for the entire team. It marked the culmination of Eddie Jordan's dream of not just being a part of Formula One, but of achieving something significant in the sport. The win was a testament to Jordan's ability to create a competitive team even when the odds were stacked against him. It wasn't just a triumph for Damon Hill, but for everyone involved in the Jordan Grand Prix. Now, Jordan Grand Prix success wasn't limited to victories. However, the team was also known for its vibrant, energetic personality. The cars were often painted in bright colours, making them stand out of the track. The team's presence in the paddock were always lively, and Eddie Jordan's personality made him a fan favourite. The team's culture of fun and passion made them one of the most exciting and dynamic teams in Formula One during the 1990s and early 2000s. However, the team's journey wasn't without challenges. Financial struggles, technical setbacks, and a constantly evolving Formula One landscape posed significant obstacles. Despite these challenges, Eddie Jordan's unshakable resolve to stay competitive and continue fighting kept the team alive in the sport far longer than many initially expected. His ability to navigate these challenges and keep the team motivated during tough times was a testament to his leadership and his love for the sport. In 2005, after 14 years of running Jordan Grand Prix, Eddie Jordan sold the team to the Midland Group, making the end of an era for Jordan Grand Prix. While the team continued to exist under a different name, the original Jordan team was no more. Eddie's decision to sell the team was a bittersweet moment. It marked the end of his direct involvement in Formula One as a team principal, but it also allowed him to reflect on what he had achieved. Despite the sale of the team, Eddie Jordan's impact on Formula One remains undeniable. His story proves that success in Formula One isn't always about the largest budgets or the most expensive resources. It's about having the right attitude, the right people, and the willingness to take risks and fight against the odds. Eddie Jordan was a true pioneer in that sense, creating a competitive force in Formula One from nothing but vision, passion, and determination. Today, Eddie Jordan remains an influential figure in motorsport. He will be remembered by being a commentator, pundit, and businessman, and being a legend of the Formula One sport. His legacy in Formula One remains strong as he helped to pave the way for smaller teams to compete at the highest level of motorsport. Eddie's journey serves as a reminder that in the world of Formula One, it's not just about the highest budgets, but the biggest dreams and the boldest ambitions. Eddie Jordan wasn't just a team principal, he was a visionary leader who transformed a small team into a competitive force in Formula One. His ability to build a successful team with limited resources, nurture young talent, and maintain a vibrant, passionate team culture has made him one of the most beloved figures in the sport. Eddie's story will forever be part of Formula One's rich history, and his influence continues to resonate in the world of motorsport today. But what do you think about Eddie Jordan's success? And what do you think his team would be like if it was still in Formula One?